Okay. Okay, it does look like I am live. Let's go share. Again. Oh no! Shit. Mute that. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. It's weird because over here it says offline. Why do you say offline? But I am clearly online. It's very confusing. This. Okay. There it is. Now I can see it. OBS still says offline. I don't know why. Okay. Sure. Anyways, let's get to drawing again. Right where I left off. I moved the microphone closer. I don't know if that makes it a little bit nicer sound-wise. I don't know how the sound quality is. Is it bad? Is it good? I don't know. I listened a little bit on my phone. It seemed okay-ish. But if I'm too low or too loud, let me know, so I can make adjustments. Looks a little nicer. This. Oh boy. Okay. Fourth panel background. See, I try and label these because you never know. You might come back, redo your art, and then you're like, what is on what layer? I don't know. I know not many people do that, but it's helpful. I've got these cool brushes here to do, like, I call it filler, just kind of adding texture. Select. I don't think this is right. Let's see this one. This is what I want. I just need the angle to be different. I like this, just adds a little bit of interest to an otherwise kind of bland area. This all drawing comics is about just making things more interesting. And how do you do that? Contrast is a big one. Just from bumping up the line weight. Oh god. It can become more interesting. I just hit the microphone. I hope that didn't make a noise. I put the microphone closer so my hand hit it. Let me turn this over a little. My area is very limited because I don't have a real desk. Sucks. Yeah, that looks nice. Man, that's weird. Is that like a stair? No, I think that's just kind of... That's just kind of a motif on the outside of the building, I guess. But I don't have a ruler for that line. Just gonna add some little bit of detail here. A little bit of shadow. There's this really awesome YouTube channel I found where it's a person who works as an assistant for Kaiju number 8 manga. And it's just them drawing the backgrounds. And it's just so nice to just watch people draw backgrounds, and it's just like really amazing stuff. And hopefully it helps give me some ideas and bring some interest into my own backgrounds here. I mean, these backgrounds are just so old, so it's hard to like make it better. At the very least, I can add some interest to it. To make it a little bit more interesting. And so the characters are more visible against the background. Maybe. Her face still looks pretty shitty. Unfortunately. I don't know what layer that's on. Oh, black layer. What layer is that on? Background layer of some sort. There. Okay. I filled the canvas a lot because it's easier for me to draw in this direction, being a right-handed person. Add some more eyelashes. What is this? Oh, it's eyelashes too, but they kind of, I don't know, they look a little weird. Her mouth is still just not completely happy with this. I don't know how fussy I should get over it. I mean, it's better than what it was. Oh. Her foot is not reaching all the way to the edge. I'm not sure why that is. Cars are really terrible to draw. I've been able to practice a little bit, but there's something else. That looks a little nicer. This takes place in the future, so I changed the cars in the future so that they don't have wheels on them. I always figured like wheels are a big detriment on a car, so I figured eventually, probably at some point, society will try and move away from tires into some kind of like, I thought it'd be nice if there's like a hover system. Okay. Maybe that's good enough. And word bubbles. The most exciting part is definitely the word bubbles. Let's see, it's probably, nope. Well, there, is it on? There it is. Oh, actually, it doesn't matter because I'm going to fill that in with white anyways. Oh man. These word bubbles are not good. I'm just going to get rid of this, I think. Yeah. There. Now that has more room. Nah. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Yeah. Just get rid of these parts and have them go to the edge. Gives you a little bit more room to work with at least. Man, I don't know why I messed up word bubbles as much. I'm not gonna go too crazy. I keep saying that. I'm not gonna go too crazy, not gonna go too crazy. Just a little bit. That's the way to do it. I'm glad that there was some viewers last stream. I wasn't expecting it to get like anybody. Yeah, that's why I'm like, oh, you know, what do people like to see with this type of stream? Like, Do you want me to talk about this kind of stuff? Do you want me to talk about, like, other stuff? I don't know. Like, what I watched in the week? Because, I can talk more about, the movies I saw. Well, I only talked about Thunderbolt Fantasy earlier. The other movie I saw was the Lost in Starlight movie that just came out on Netflix. And that was pretty good. It was very cute. And it had really good style to it. But I felt like it was lacking in a few areas. I don't want to give any spoilers though. It's worth a watch, I think, but I wouldn't expect too much. I wouldn't want to hype it up too much either. But if you get time, you want something to watch, check it out. Another thing I gotta work on is my one shot for the Viz portfolio reviews. What is on here? Oh, I hit the microphone again. I'm sorry. I really hope that doesn't make a noise. I don't think there's anything on this layer. Did I just make this layer? I don't know. I'm using it. Okay. Oh, right. Oh, it's that layer, isn't it? So what I can do, so, you know, this word bubble. I know some people use like the word bubble, actually probably most people use the word bubble tool, wherever the heck it is over here. Here. Probably most people use this one, but I personally am not a fan of this. Actually, that's kind of nice. Because that actually fills in with color. With white. No other vectors in Clip Studio fill in with white. It's kind of limited though. Yeah. What's this one do? I just don't use this much. I guess you gotta be on a word bubble to use it. I'm not really a huge fan of this. I don't know. It doesn't have the amount of personality I like. Actually, it doesn't look too bad. Maybe I should try and use this sometime. Maybe I'll try and use that for my next one. That's what that layer was there for anyways. Was just getting rid of this, which there's, you know, a couple ways to do that, but I'll just do it like this because it's nice and quick. Okay. I think I'm good. The brick. There we go. Okay. It's, again, not perfect, just better. Better than it was. Next page. Chapter 3, page 3. Yeah, let's see. Okay, we'll start with this panel since I'm on it. I was really happy with the design of this dress, at least. And yeah, Shion's look looks really nice here. So I am happy with that at least. Oh yeah, I was looking at my stream earlier and it looks like my eyes stayed open pretty well during it. I was a little bit worried because when I was testing, I'm like, my eyes aren't staying open at all when I'm looking at my tablet. Okay. Oh. She's not looking at her dress when I do it like that. Shoot. Undo. That's the thing to do. If you don't like how something came out, something looks off, undo. And so one thing I notice when it comes to the eyes, if you do it this way, where you get the big pupil in the center, and you're like, oh, I want him to like look a certain way, like that way or whatever. That's where you put this guy, the highlight. Put it in the direction they're looking. Then they will look that way. I just want to get some more detail in her eyes here. I don't draw eyes as detailed as I used to, I think, but I think that they look better. You know, less is more. And I can also add some tones here also. This is a very important panel, so I want it to look nice. Set. I think that's part of the tone as well. Yep. I'll fix it up after I draw her nose in. Draw a new mouth for her. Gotten better at drawing the shape of the mouth as well. Yeah. Also, yeah, I do like these little teeth at the top, because that makes it look kind of cute. Okay. A little bit of lines here. Her, this eye kind of looks a little, yeah, kind of down a little bit. Too much. Okay. Yeah, overall, like, I like how this one came out a lot. I mean, it's not, you know, quite to the level of what I would draw nowadays, but it's nice. I like how it came out. And now it's a little bit nicer, I think. I still, yeah, I would have drawn it differently if I drew it now, but I'm not redrawing the whole thing. I love the detail there. Nice sparkle. Okay. Get back to the next one. Luckily, this is the character Shion. Her hair covers her ears, so I don't have to redraw her ears at all. Since you almost never see them. Oh yeah, I forgot about the comic tones. Let's get rid of that there. And my nose here. There we go. Okay, that's a little bit nice. My husband was telling me, like, oh, you need to get that hand thing. And I'm like, yeah, I do need to get one. Should probably do that. Oof. Huh. Yeah, her face doesn't look too bad. She's just like a side character here. She's not that important. Yeah, both of them kind of have cute eyes, huh? Actually, I think it was around this chapter that I started getting better at drawing eyes. So I'm probably not going to have to redraw eyes nearly as much, I hope. Just ears! And probably face shape. And adding in some details and darker lines and stuff, I hope. I don't know when I changed my brush. At some point I was like, I don't like this brush anymore. I want a new one. And I switched over to this one that has a more natural feel to it, because I like a more natural feel. Yeah, I did not know how to draw the chin back then. So, and the neck, I learned to draw that a little thinner as well. Her arm is a little, the shape is a little not so great. I don't know if that'll make it better. Not really, because it's kind of this side, I feel. I don't know. At least, you know, if you just add in a line, you can kind of get more of the shape, the 3D shape. Yeah, I used to like just try and put like so many small details into these eyes, but in actuality it wasn't doing a great job of conveying where the person is looking. Though I still like to add in a little bit. Yeah. And I can still add in a little bit more. Okay. These guys look down here. Oh boy. Everything about this is just... I'm not going to touch that ear. What were they saying here? I can't even remember. There's a benefit of putting the text in. No, they're not saying much. I just want them to look very bored. Or like they know they're going to be bored. Can also make it like solid black up here. It's not a bad choice. Noses look acceptable. Add some dark black here. Adam's apple's not quite in the right spot. Missing some detail there. Yeah, the way I drew the Adam's apple before, I don't know. And the chin shadow, I changed that up too. I like that more. Brings more attention to the character's face. Okay. Word bubbles. Sometimes I do some hand-drawn text like that welcome there. I really like the scene where Shion gets recognized and she's like, wait, what? People know me? Yeah. You're the main character, of course you have to be famous. No. Actually, the character in my next story, is also, I mean, to say famous is like a bit much for these characters in general, I think. But like people know them just because they're in prominent positions. Okay. Oh boy. I don't know, you know, I'm just making these word bubbles bigger. I'm not like worried too much about like what text size I am going to make them, because I just figure like kind of anything is better than what it has been. Oh boy. Again. Yeah. Okay. Why is this being so weird? I was trying to grab it with my shift key held and it just wasn't working. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I've got a lot of pages to go through, so really just want to keep moving and not spend too long on anything here. Just gonna have to subtract. Okay. Oops. That magnetic lasso certainly has a mind of its own sometimes. Yep. Mind of its own. It's kind of a tough one. So I gotta, because I've got some stuff above the panels and some stuff below. So I'm gonna have to do some manual here. Okay. Again, layering those comic tones. Oof. This one? Nope. Oh boy. Actually, I'm just gonna put this on its own layer. And that makes it a lot easier. Swoop. Okay. See, this is when I'm too lazy to just like switch to the magnetic lasso, even though I probably should. But I don't want to switch layers. Okay. Yeah, I don't really feel like going crazy with fixing the background, so just save that and go to the next page. I like this pose in this first panel here. Just kind of missing her arm a little bit. Oh, Zara, I just saw your comment now. I'm not going to change the text at this point. Text is text. Oh, and thank you for staying for a bit. I don't know if you've left already, though, but... And my husband popped in for a bit. Hi, husband. He's at work right now, so he can't really stay and watch. It's kind of hot in here, but I don't want to turn on the AC because it's going to make noise in the background. Because I've got the type of microphone that like just picks up everything. I'm just going to redo this. He looks like such a dork here. I kind of like it. Man, I used to like draw necks like this. That drives me nuts. I draw them more straight now. These boys are not interested in shopping whatsoever. the ears I'm going to be fixing for like 5 chapters. Or I should say through chapter 5. I'm not fixing past chapter 5. Because chapter 5 is the end of volume 1, and I'm not concerned with volume 2 and after. Volume 2 in chapter 6 is where the art starts to get better. So it's not as much of an issue. This whole page is an issue. Oh god, really? Everything's a vector? Why did I do this? I just want to make everything a little thicker. And I'm not sure if it's working much with the vector. Redraw vector of line width. Huh. Oh, I'm not on the right layer. How did that happen? Oh, okay, that does work. I just gotta turn it back to 1. Let's see. That's better. Everybody just came out too thin here. So when it's printed, it's a little hard to see. I don't know if that's part of the... No, it's not. Okay. Piano. You can be thickened up as well. Did I just draw that by hand? I did. I remember doing that. That was not a 3D model, that one. The violin on the next page is absolutely a 3D model. Yeah, this can all just be thickened up a little. Okay, that looks a lot better. Okay. Oh, good night, Zara. Good night. Thank you for joining. I guess there's nobody watching now, so I'll just talk to myself. That's fine. I'll probably be talking to myself anyways. A little bit. Okay, next. Good to stretch once in a while. My shoulder clicks a lot. It's probably not healthy, but I don't know. The lag. This probably actually looks pretty nice because I actually remember I used references for it. So I actually found out, you know, an actual pose for a violinist. The mouth looks nice. Yeah, this one always came out like pretty nice, so never had major issues with this panel. Yeah, I don't want to make that line too thick. Just a very soft scene. Just fixing up some nostrils. That's nice. And then the eyes. I really wish I had more seriously practiced earlier into this comic. Well, at the time I was doing 2 comics. I don't advise doing 2 comics at the same time, unless if one is like, you know, just like a short one or a side project or something. But it's just a lot of work to do 2. Yeah, the eyes started coming out a little better around here. So I probably don't have to change it up too much. Change up the shoulder a little bit. Stupid doing black on a different layer like that. think usually I only do like thick black areas on a different layer nowadays when like it's a big area. Otherwise I don't worry about it. Just do it all on one layer, line art layer. Just a habit that's changed over time. That looks nice. I like that panel. There's a lot of nice, cute panels. Oh, there's no word bubbles on this one, so I don't have to redo those. Yay! This chapter is 23 pages long, so a bit to go, but I'm gonna get done whatever I can because it's the weekend. I just want to get through it. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll leave the eyes kind of like this. Just fix up the ears. His nose needs to be fixed up a bit. I don't know what I was doing for his nose. Meh. It's hard to decide sometimes if I want to draw in the size of the nostrils or not. I don't think I'm going to do it. I feel like his nose has never been really well defined. So it makes it a little bit harder to draw it when I know more about nose anatomy now. Ugh. These lines, like, they're just kind of there. They're not coming out of, like, the right spot. So that makes it hard. Oh, that looks a lot nicer. It looks okay. What's blue? Oh, I guess the original color of that is blue. part of the reason these ears came out so bad is because I didn't understand the perspective of the ear, so the perspective is just off. And this chin is off as well. Jawline, rather. Yeah. The chin, too. That looks okay. Okay. My mouse is being a little funky right now. Sometimes like the cursor, you can see it over here, but as soon as I go into the over the image, you can't, it kind of lags out. I'm gonna try and not use that anyways. Okay. This is a very cute scene between these two characters. Does it last? No. But it's cute at least. I think I'm probably gonna have to fix word bubbles throughout all of this volume 1 redraw, because it was after I had volume 1 printed that I was like, these word bubbles seem kind of small actually. They look big on screen, but then when you print it, it's a lot smaller. And then they don't look good when people are viewing on their phones too, because sometimes they can get really small as well. I'll have to fix those hearts. Yeah. There's too many layers of effects here. How to fill in? I don't know. That should be fine. Okay. I was thinking of someday trying out like a non-screen tablet, seeing how that goes. It's been a while since I've tried it. The one I had, it kind of got bricked when I upgraded my Windows software. It's not compatible really, or it doesn't have a driver for this Windows 11 or whatever. This doesn't look too bad. The building here is not very exciting looking. Okay. Is this it? What's BG copy? Oh, just lining things up. Gonna try and add some detail into here. Okay. Yeah. Buildings are so hard to design because you have to think about the interior a lot, I feel. Man, I don't want to go too much with this. Yeah, it could be a little nicer. Like, what's on the other side of these windows? Maybe it could be a stairwell or the offices, because these windows in sets of threes, well, the ones over to the left and right, are probably the classrooms. Also, this angle is just awful. What is this angle anyways? This is very strange. Another thing I could have done is like just put this on a separate layer, because that would also make erasing stuff easier, because I wouldn't accidentally erase the stuff on this layer. just adding in this bit of black. Helps make it pop out just a bit more. Make it more interesting to look at. There's a lot of interior spaces I have to design for my next comic too. Oof, this panel just sucks. This is not the most exciting, unfortunately, but it's still necessary. Let's see how this looks in a second. Yeah, that's already looking a lot better. I'm not a huge fan of the amount of white glare over these windows. Maybe I will erase a bit of that too and see how it goes. I think I was like, oh, you know, white glare, that adds more detail, more interest. Well, more detail doesn't necessarily mean more interest. Sometimes, because if you have too much detail, it can become muddy and unclear what is happening. So that is where you have to strike a balance. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, let's just calm it down a little bit here. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Let's move on to the word bubbles. Let's make these bigger. Mm. Mm. Okay. Let me check on the chat. Is anyone there? Oh, hello. Hello again, husband. Oh, I gotta stretch out my hand a little bit here. Oh yeah, taking breaks to do hand stretches. That's not a bad idea. Okay. Okay. Oops. Okay. Some of this will need to be fixed up a bit. Okay. I'm getting kind of tired now. That's probably why I'm not talking as much as I was before. Why do people get tired so easily? I'm like, oh, I drew for 5 minutes. Now I'm sleepy. Not that I can't keep going. Oof. The worst is just like powering through the workday when I'm tired. Oh my god. Like, I am way too tired to be here. Like, after lunch, oh, it's just, why does it get so bad after lunchtime? Like, I just can't keep my eyes open. Yeah, it's too much to fix. Too much. The nose is looking a little better here, at least. So, yeah. Mostly eyes, sorry, ears, face shape, probably from here on. I don't know if we'll do much more eyes, because they seem fine. Looks a little nicer. Mm-hmm. Okay. Ugh. Yeah, neck shape. Just don't draw it like this anymore. I draw it much thinner, like this thin. Even thinner than that. Okay. And as usual, the ear. Oof. Just a total mess. This is what I get for not properly studying how to draw an ear and just kind of doing my own thing. Okay. That's better. Ugh, in the overlapping comic tones. And the really thin lines. Let's just do that to make her a little bit thicker. And the background, let's do the same thing. See how this gets. Okay. Sure. That's better. That will look better when it's printed too. Because thin lines don't show up as well. Oh. I guess I ended up not using that or that. I just used these. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's a little bit weird because of the text there. Hmm. Yep. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. I kind of want to put that on a different layer though. How many? Oh my god. How many tones did I layer? Ugh. How many tones did I layer? Let's try and get these onto their own layer. It's just gonna make it easier when we're doing the word bubbles. Oh boy. Okay. There's one there. Oh, you were on the wrong layer. Yeah. I am on the wrong layer like 90% of the time. So, oh god. You're on the wrong layer. Again. God, this magnetic lasso is so convenient when I have no idea where the edge is. Okay, we gotta resolve some of these comic tones. I'm just deleting this one. It is too much. We do not need that much. Oh, I forgot one. I forgot one. There we go. What is happening outside of here? That is anybody's guess, really? Oh no. Oh dear. That's not good. I think I'm going to kind of lift this up. Nope. Wrong layer again. It gets really finicky when you're like, okay, I have to go off of the line now. It just doesn't understand that. Wrong layer again. Easier to just boop. There. It's kind of big, but that's okay. Okay. And then this one over here. Okay. Just gonna kind of fill stuff in and see how it goes. Okay. Now, yeah. That's probably the best bet here. It's just kind of making stuff up. Because this word bubble makes no sense. It's like, what was going on here? Nobody knows. Did even past me like know what was going on here? Probably not. Oh man, that's kind of terrible. Maybe I'll redo that again later, but I don't feel like doing it right now. Oh, thank you. I just saw the comment saying your art is cool, by the way. Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Shushik. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. Of course, if you'd like to read the comic, I think I probably have links on my YouTube channel somewhere. Okay. Next page. This isn't even the good art. So I appreciate when people are like, oh, your art is so good. Thanks. I drew this like, what, 8 years ago? It's like the art now is a lot different, a lot better, I think. I hope. At least, at the very least, more proportionally accurate. And I do want to try and, you know, always improve on my drawings, because I just want my drawings to look good. That's really all there is to it. I just want them to look good. And hopefully people will look at the drawing and be like, oh yeah, that looks nice. I want to draw like that too. That'd be nice. Yeah. Oh, his ear actually doesn't look terrible there. So we'll leave it as is. Yeah, this is a very interesting scene. I feel like maybe there could have been more contrast in here. Oh, there is if I remove this. Let me see. Yeah. That probably helps a little. I like that panel a lot. Where this is my character Senri just kind of like looking through his telescope. This one? Okay. Man, I really hope to own a telescope someday, but I just don't have the room for it. Since we live in an apartment, I don't even have room for a desk here. I work on my kitchen table. It sucks. I hate it. I hope to have a desk someday. But there just isn't room. It would be nice to have my own little area. These trees are actually they need to be filled in a little bit more. And now, I didn't have these back then, but now I've got some, if I can find them, nice tree brushes. Trees. Let me see this one. It's a little bit hard to see. Husky maple leaf, that looks pretty nice. I guess they're like maple trees then. There we go. It just fills it out a little bit nicer. I mean, it's really near the edge, so you're not going to see a lot, but I just wanted to show that he's above, like in an area that's above trees, like on a hill. Okay. Ugh. Now making these word bubbles bigger. Making the word bubbles bigger is kind of like the worst part of this whole thing. I feel like I really should have been more attentive of it when I was making the comic, and I just was not. Now I have regrets. Okay. 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 At least I have the magnetic lasso to help it go by a little faster. Okay. That'll have to be fixed. Oh boy, yep. Magnetic lasso. Magnetic lasso, you are... I don't know, maybe I'm just bad at using it. Okay. It's a little hard to see. Everything's so dark. Okay. It's a little bit better. Oh boy. There we go. Yeah, I'm getting pretty tired now, so I'm probably not gonna talk too much, unless if there's like people chatting. You know, I'm just tired. I start to not make any sense when I become tired too, so. But I don't really want to stop working on this either and like go nap or something, because I want to get this done. I don't get a lot of time in the week to work on it, so I at least like to work on it on the weekends. Okay. Oops, not that. Okay. Some parts here to fill in. I don't know what that's supposed to look like. Okay. That's interesting. I guess I see how that works. Okay, sure. Okay, that looks better. I'm like, how the heck does this stuff work? I think that was a layer I didn't use. Wait, did I have that layer on? No, I think I did. I can look at the Photoshop file. Yeah, okay. Cool. Does anything else need to be fixed? Yes. This part. That part kind of. Okay. Yeah, there's so much that I think that unfortunately it will take another weekend to get through all these because just too many, and I'm spending longer than I thought on each page. And it doesn't help I am feeling tired. Oh, Katra, thank you so much for your comment. Seeing a nice comment actually helps me feel a little more awake, so that's good. That does actually help me keep motivated a little bit more, so we can keep working on this. Oh boy. Oof. Sometimes I get like that at work where like I'm working and I just feel like so drained, so tired, like I can't do anymore. And then I'll just like go talk to someone. Usually like my manager. We like to chat a little bit, and when I talk to her, like it just helps to wake me up. Like even so I work at a desk obviously as a graphic designer. But then I'll go walk over to like the production area of the facility I work in, and even just like doing that, just taking a walk over to the production area will help me feel like more awake. So then I can keep working without like wanting to fall asleep. I kind of wish that jobs would do more to like help you stay awake. Especially for those of us who like sometimes have insomnia. Oh man, the insomnia I get sometimes. Oh, it's like I'll just be laying there, not unable to fall asleep. It just sucks. And it always happens on like a Sunday night before I have to go to work. Just laying there in bed. I get Sunday night blues, I guess I call them. It's like Sunday night blues because it's Sunday night and I know I have to go back to work and start the work week and I just don't want to. It's like I want to do other stuff. but I have to, and yeah. So it's like the Sunday night blues. It's the worst. Oh. I really need to get like a dual monitor set up. Like, when I have my own desk and I have space, not a kitchen table, then I can get a dual monitor set up. Again, maybe I can try this with a non-screen tablet. I don't know what a non-screen tablet is called besides non-screen tablet. And then I can like look at the screen more. So, because like I said in my earlier stream, like my eyes, they seem to be closing a lot because I'm looking down at my camera is obviously on my computer, which is in front of me, but my screen tablet is like right in front of me, and the VTuber program doesn't understand that I'm looking down. I'm not closing my eyes, I'm just looking down, and so it closes my eyes on my model, which I'm like, no, I don't want you to close my eyes. And I tried to fix it, and I just could not get it to fix. I don't know if anyone has any advice on that. Of course, I'm always open to advice. If anybody else that uses a VTuber out there knows how to keep the eyes open when I'm looking down. I wish I could make a new one, but I don't want to spend the money on the program to make it. It's a lot of work too. Don't mind me scrolling up and down like this. I'm scattered brain, so I'm like, oh, I'm looking at this panel now. I'm looking back at this one, this one, this one, this one. Just to see how they look next to each other, I guess. I don't know. Okay. Hmm. Man, I'm glad to see that like so many viewers who have randomly popped in are so sweet. I feel like, you know, as artists, like, we struggle a lot with like feeling at what the fruit is this fork? That's pretty awful, isn't it? I'm not gonna fix it, but I hate it. I'm not gonna fix it, but I hate it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Man, yeah, a lot of artists, we struggle with like, you know, feeling adequate and stuff. And stuff. Feeling adequate and just struggling with confidence and is this good? Do people like this and whatnot? So if you come into a stream and you say like, oh, it looks good, like that's just such a sweet thing to do. I like to try and leave compliments when I can. Yeah. It's just very nice and very appreciated. Okay. Yeah, I think I've done streams before where no one's really showed up, so I'm glad to see that like you know, at least a couple people have popped in. And the only thing is I don't know how to keep this interesting because like I'm just drawing. Maybe it's fun to watch for some people to watch another person draw, but I don't know. That's why I'm wondering, like, should I talk about other stuff at the same time? It's not like I'm playing a video game here, where it's like there's always something going on. You can always do a reaction, like reaction shot. You know, oh, look at that! Oh my God! You know, so much is happening right now. I don't know. I'm getting overrun by monsters or something like that. But this is like, okay, what's the most exciting thing that happens? You're on the wrong layer. I am on the wrong layer. Yep. That is like, you know, of course, I feel like the stakes are a little bit higher. I don't know. It's like, you're on the wrong layer. I don't want to be on the wrong layer. It's very bad to be on the wrong layer. Yeah, so it was kind of sad drawing this guy with his family because he just dies later. He's not an important character, but you know, he's got a family, so it's sad that he unfortunately dies a horrible death later. Well, not sure if it was horrible because it's a quick one at least, but at least it was a quick one. Definitely a premature death that shouldn't have happened. Yeah, so if you want to see how he dies, read my comic. Or not. It would be appreciated for people to check out the comic, though. It's going to be updated soon. You know, as soon as I finish this up, it's going to be updated with all new art. And there was also new story for the comic that I had updated for in some places. Like I updated it on Global Comics, but I don't think I updated it in other areas like on Tappas. So I have the comic on my own website, I have it on Global Comics, and I have it on Tappas. And I'm not sure if I updated because it's the panel to panel viewing, which so that means I have to make all new panel to panel pages, which is a little bit more work to do. But I am going to do that. So I would recommend, I mean, you can read it now. It's worth reading, you know. I think. And then read it now. And then when I update it, hopefully within the next couple weeks, I'm hoping, then you can read it again, at least the first few, or these first 5 chapters, and get kind of a new experience. And that is fun, I think. I hope. And get a whole new experience. Okay. Not gonna worry about this rando. Okay. Yep. Just gonna try to do this. I just like really badly right now have the first opening to Dr. Stone stuck in my head. So for those who don't know, I am like huge into like, you know, anime songs and karaoke and stuff. Um, but I am also like absolutely terrible at singing, which sucks for someone who, you know, has like a VTuber and stuff. It's like, oh, all VTubers, like, they do gaming and they sing and stuff, and I'm like, um, the gaming part I could do if I had a game to play and time to play it, but the singing part, ugh, that's a tough one. Unfortunately, I am very, 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 very bad at singing. um, and actually, it's not brought up at all in the comic, but my character Shion is actually bad at singing as well. That's probably why she plays the violin, because she can't sing, so she has to play an instrument rather than sing. Actually, I don't play an instrument either, so I come from a family that's like very not musical, but I also come from a family that doesn't do art either, so I don't know. I just like to create things, and I love to sing. And I do sing, unfortunately, to the detriment of others in the room. But I also think that it's not too bad if I find the right song that is suited to my. You can tell, like, my voice is kind of like cracking, and I know everybody says that they don't like the sound of their own voice, and my voice is not terrible, but I don't think it's that great either. But if I could, I would sing. I try to sing songs by people who have deeper voices, so more like male vocalists, because I have trouble like hitting the high notes. It just comes out like oh, it's not the magnetic lasso. That happens a lot. Like, it's either the wrong layer or the wrong tool. You're just not doing the right thing. I say you, but that's just because it's. I'm not saying it to other people. I'm saying it to myself, but it's just from a that meme. I don't know if other people have seen it. That meme where they're, I think, gosh, which movie was it from? I can't remember, but it was like a Disney movie or something, and it's just saying, you're on the wrong layer. That's why I like to say that so much. Is that, I think that's some of the millennial humor. Us millennials who are like the OG generation of meme culture. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm not having to fix up the people as much on these pages, which is nice. I say that, and then probably on the next page, I'm probably gonna have to, like, oh god, am I gonna have to, like, I don't know, we'll see. What's the next page? Just go to the next one. Just go to the next one. No, this one's not bad either. See, this is how the eyes look now. At this point. And it actually looks like she's looking at him, which is great. Flip it. Her hair is like sticking up a little bit too much over here, but honestly, I don't think it looks terrible. Her hand has issues. Again, is it terrible to the point that I want to spend time fixing it? Probably not really. The only thing I want to fix really is his ear. Ugh. These ears, just, you can see how fast I am at drawing it now. It's still just terrible. But it's better. Just not where it should be. His neck, that's right. Every time I read this, I go straight to his face here. It just looks so bad. I hate this. I hate this so much. Oh, I'm glad I can finally fix it up. This is why I wanted to fix things, because I'm like looking at my book that I had printed before, and I'm like seeing this kind of stuff. And I don't know about anybody else, but I love to reread my comics. It's like, I write this story because I really enjoy this story. So I enjoy to reread my own story. And so when I see that kind of stuff, I'm like, oh my god, I just want to fix it up so badly. But it would require so much work. Oh god, it looks so much better. See, I spent like, what, a minute fixing that up? And it looks so much better. Oh my god. This one doesn't look too bad except for the freaking ear. Like I said, I'm gonna be fixing, I was looking through. Like, when did I start getting better at drawing ears? Eyes, you know, I started getting better around this point, I think. Even face shape, acceptable. Ears, they just eluded me for way too long, I guess. I just didn't study them as well as I should have. And so they just, like, looked really bad. Really, really bad. Wow, that, yeah. That looks a lot better. Huh. It's kind of funny how, like, your art changes, but it always looks like something that you did. Yeah, okay. That looks acceptable. I'll just go into word bubbles. Ohio, Sekai, good morning world. Maybe I wouldn't be bad at singing that song since it's sung by a male vocalist. Okay. Yeah, just gonna raise these right up. Yeah, that's just stuck in my head really badly right now. Ohio, Sekai, good morning world. I'm a big fan of Dr. Stone. Big fan. Actually, so when I was growing up, my favorite manga series was one nobody really knows about called Hoshin Engi. And I think that was originally made, I want to say, in like, probably like 1996 or something. And it had an anime that came out in, I think it was the year 2000. It was like pretty solid actually, that whole anime. I think like it probably still holds up pretty well today. It's got a lot of quirky characters in it that are fun, and it's got like cool battle scenes in it too. It was a Shonen Jump manga, and and then it had an anime that came out like a few years ago that was just absolutely atrocious. Like, you want to talk about bad remakes? Oh my god, it was very upsetting, that remake. But anyways, Hoshin Engi by my favorite manga author, my favorite manga for many, many, many years, up until Dr. Stone came out. And what was cool about Dr. Stone is I was reading it through Viz's version of Shonen Jump. And so I got to read it as soon as it came out, like when they were launching new series and stuff in their magazine, in their version of the magazine. And so I was able to read it right from chapter 1, which, you know, back in the day, you couldn't read like that. So I was able to read Dr. Stone, and right away I was like, wow, blown away by the art. Absolutely blown away by the art. And everyone, you know, I remember seeing comments like, oh, this is going to be, oh, this new manga series, Dr. Stone's coming out. It's going to be by Boichi, who does Sun Ken Rock. And what was the other one called? Origin. Everybody was saying that. I'm like, oh, I've seen that. It was actually on, I think they had it on Crunchyroll manga, so I had seen it there. And I had seen the cover there. I didn't like read it at all because I was like, oh, I'm not sure if this is like the type of story I'm interested in. But everyone's like, yeah, we're so excited for a manga drawn by Boichi. So I'm like, oh, okay, you know, I'm interested. And then it came out. I'm like, wow, this is really good. This is like really, really good. Oh my goodness. Is anyone reading Boichi's new series called The Martial King? That is on the Shonen Jump app and Manga Plus app, I think. I read it on Shonen Jump, and it's really, really, really good. Also, just his art just blows me away so much, and he has been like such a huge inspiration. So, when I was growing up, the manga artist for Hoshinengi, Fujisaki Ryu, or Fuji Ryu for short, he was a big influence on my art. You can probably like see bits of his art from back then. His art style has changed a lot, but from back then you can probably see it. Like I'll show an example here. The eyes. I like to draw long eyelashes. He would draw like boom, you know, like really long eyelashes. And yeah, I really like drawing long eyelashes like what he did. Big influence there, which is funny because the eyes look kind of like shoujo-y, so you think that, oh, you're probably you're probably influenced by shoujo manga, right? Probably yes, but probably Fujiryu a little bit more. Like, he was just like huge inspiration for me. And then I see Dr. Stone and I'm like, wow, okay, this is like a huge inspiration again. And seeing his work, and when I saw him in person at Anime NYC and watching him draw live like that, it just absolutely blew me away. That was Anime NYC in 2019. The only reason I remember the exact year is because I remember it was right before COVID. Yeah. Uh-oh, I said the C word. Yeah. I think, like, back in the day, like, saying COVID on, like, YouTube would get you, like, shadow banned or, like, not promoted as much. So I don't know if it still does that. Yeah. Okay. That looks a lot better. I'll add some to their clothes here too. Just a bit of detail here, just to make it pop a little more. Oh, I hear that a lot in my work. Just make it pop. Just make it pop. I also get, be creative. Like, okay, sure, yeah, be creative. The thing is, like, people say be creative, and then when you are creative, they're like, no, 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 that's not what I want. I'm like, okay. But sometimes, you know, it says be creative, and you're like, no, I'm gonna be like more conservative with this, and because I don't think they're gonna want me, you know, to do like my own thing. Or like they give very like straightforward, like, I want it to just say this, and so you aren't creative, quote unquote creative with it. Or really, I think more than creative, maybe it should be like, you're not really doing, you're not really taking chances with it, I think, to put your like unique spin on it. And then when it, you know, then when you're like more conservative in your approach is when they're like, no, 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 that's not what we want. We don't want it that simple. And then it's like, oh, I guess I should have been more quote unquote creative with it. I really don't like the instructions of be creative because it's kind of my job is to be creative. So it's kind of like unspoken. Like, that should be the obvious. Like, I should always be creative. So to tell me to be creative is just kind of like, okay, you're just telling me to do my job. I don't even know if this is like streaming correctly. I haven't looked at it at all. Let me take a quick look. Man, the lag between what I'm doing and the stream itself is like forever, it feels. Oh yeah, okay, the stream looks good. I'm glad. Just be creative. Okay, thanks. Oh, you're a doctor? Why don't you just like prescribe medicine? Why don't you just diagnose people? Why don't you just take blood pressure and stuff like that? I'm like, oh, okay. Oh. This is a very pretty scene, I think. Yeah. I really like how Shion looks here. It's always hard to draw the top lip, I feel. The top lip is hard because I feel like sometimes, I don't know if I can say this without it being unseen to people, but sometimes it looks like a mustache, I feel. So you gotta be careful with it. It's like, oh, I just drew the top lip, and why does it look like a mustache? Mustache? I think that this is the right bead. Oh man. Oof. There's so many layers for the background in this one that I actually made its own folder for itself. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's go. It's just... Ohio, Sekai, good morning world. Okay, just add some more there. And again, just adding like a little bit of line thickness, I feel like it makes it pop so much more. Just make it pop. Just make it pop. Okay. Okay. Nah. Just make it pop. There you go. Do I want to mess with the city background? Not really. Yeah, this is a pretty, you know, fairly, for the time, detailed background. I draw, like, I think a little bit more detailed now. I don't know what the secret is to drawing a good city shot like this. Just try and add like different types of buildings. Think about what this building might be for. Like this one looks like it's probably just an office building. But this one might be like an apartment building. This one has got a little bit of more classic architecture to it, I think. So some of them might be more modern. If you know, it might have like a lot of angles to it like that. But like a little bit more classic, I think, has like this, I forget what we call these, motif to it. More detail in the windows. Just draw one window, repeat it. There's no point in drawing this multiple times. Especially, well, in the digital program. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that as is. I don't want to touch it. Because I feel like if I start drawing one line there, I'm gonna want to draw like 50 lines in there. And I just do not want to spend that time on it. Yeah. I mentioned this before, but I'll mention it again. Like, this, you know how sometimes I won't have the chin connect? I think, like, at the time I was thinking, like, oh, that's a style thing, but I think it was also because I kind of just didn't know anatomy very well, and I wasn't completely confident, and it makes it kind of look not confident, not like a confident line. And of course, we want our lines to look confident. Ugh. Yeah, so one thing I learned about ear anatomy is you got this guy right in the middle of the opening here. Draw up here. This is going to be that weird Y shape. This is the bottom of the Y shape. This is the hole. Fill it in. And then the top of the Y. I don't know what that's called exactly. I'm not gonna learn the name of it. I've learned enough about ears now. Okay. That ear is good. Just add some contrast down here and this will be okay. Yeah, thicker lines, you know, don't use it to like mask if you're not confident, but I think it does show confidence. Or maybe not like a thicker line, but like a line that has more variation to it might show more confidence. Might show like, oh, I know what I'm doing here. Okay. Thankfully not a lot of word bubble here. Whoops. She's not saying much anyways. Oh my god, I keep accidentally trying to rotate this. No, I do not want to rotate. I'm trying to put it in a spot where I don't have to redraw stuff under it. Because I just do not want to redraw background, especially. Okay, this is good. Back to our friend, magnetic lasso. Magnetic. I keep saying magnetic. Magnetic. I've mispronounced a lot of words, and I just, you know, I'm at the point where I don't really care anymore. Oh. I already had filled that in a little bit. Okay. There we go. Magnetic. Oh, it's already 4 o'clock? Just past 4 o'clock. My husband, he gets out of work at 4:30 on Sundays, so he's gonna be home soon. Let's see. I think I might stop the stream there then. Let me turn this on. Yeah. Yeah, let me end it there since I just finished up at that page. And I guess that's it for today. I hope I'm still gonna probably draw some more, but I'm just gonna end the stream. So I hope everyone who popped in enjoyed this. I don't know if it's the most interesting, so I try and talk over it. Hopefully you like my talking. I don't know. I also I've been wanting to put new videos. I haven't had a chance to make a new one yet. But of course the YouTube channel is always in the back of my mind. It's just I have to finish up these redraws. I gotta do 3 new illustrations, so that's a lot of work to do. And then I have to prepare the books for print, so I'm reprinting volume 1, and then I have volume 3 to print. And I gotta get those in my store, and then I gotta ship those out. So that is a lot of work to do. And then I gotta start working again on my one-shot for the Viz portfolio review, which is also a lot of work to do on top of my full-time job. Yeah, and then of course updating my comic too. I have to get back into doing that as well. So lots of stuff going on for me right now, which unfortunately means I can't work on a new video, but I hope eventually I will be able to better balance these things together. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I hope to finish my comic Celestial Chronicle Shion next year. I say that, but oof, there's a lot to go. Next year, hopefully, it will finish. I got just a lot to do for it, and I really hope to like just put making pages into overdrive for that and get it done. While I'm still 40 years old. I'm 39 right now, so once I hit 40, then I want to finish it. That was my plan all along, like to finish when I was about 40 years old, so it is on track to finish then, as long as I just, yeah, kind of turn up the amount that I'm doing and do not slack off. Okay, so enough of my rambling. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see everyone next